Dad and I are in a race to win the top 5 leagues and cups in Europe, as well as the Champions League and Europa League, also known as the Glory Hunter Challenge. And it's been a bad couple of years for me as I gambled going to Arsenal and Wolfsburg, chasing the Europa League, only to fail miserably at both. Meanwhile, my dad finally lifted the Copa del Rey at Barcelona, complete in Spain, and allowing him to move on this summer. With his trophy cabinet looking rather good with only 5 trophies left to win, which of course is just one behind me now as I spent 2 years adding absolutely nothing. So with that, Dad resigns from Barcelona and his time in Spain is done. And 2 jobs stood out immediately for him as Manchester United and Inter Milan were both available and where both clubs could be shooting for 2 trophies. I decided to not resign from Wolfsburg, but I was still interested and I applied for the Manchester United role myself. And while I was offered to come in and be interviewed, Dad received the same offer for both of the clubs that he applied for, deciding before the United board even made up their mind who they chose that he would accept the offer at Inter Milan, which actually benefited me because I was then offered the job in Manchester, for which I happily accepted. And with both of us adding to an already very decent side, I of course was back and after the Europa League for the 3rd time of asking, while Dad was going for both domestic trophies in Italy, a country historically he's really struggled in. Right, well, we both moved this summer.
Yes.
I'm back in the Premier League for like my 4th time, I think. This time with Manchester United, for no other reason than this, the Europa League. And I think I stand a good chance because this is a very good Manchester United team.
I'm worried about that one.
And AC Milan seems to be really the only big team in there, but we've seen that they haven't done that well lately either. This Manchester United team is absolutely mustard, so I'm really happy to be able to do that and switch to this team. And I had a little bit of money too to spend, so I did bring in a couple of players. There was already some players that were joining the club, including Kusanov and Pereira. I didn't really have a hand in that. Eduardo Pereira came in. I mean, to be honest, a very good player, but yeah, he came in and was really good. I spent my money on these 2. So we've got Sibia from Bayern Munich for £109 million, world-class centre-back, very good player indeed.
He is, isn't he? Yeah.
Happy with that one.
God almighty.
And then we've got David from Flamengo on the first week of August. Goalkeeper.
Really good.
Unbelievable goalkeeper.
Yeah.
For £7 million. I sold a player that they've got here for Gaston Gaitan for £28 million. So actually he went before I joined as well. And Philip Jorgensen also left to go to AC Milan on a free transfer, which is the reason why I needed the goalkeeper, because we didn't have anybody that was decent, really. If we're looking at the goalkeepers that were already there, Aaron Perez was the only half-good one, nowhere near what we needed. So David comes in. Yes, that's exactly what we needed. So, I've got 1 season to win the Europa League. Again, at the 3rd time of asking.
It's probably your best chance with the team that you got as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's the best chance of the team I got, but also the teams that are left in the competition. Yeah. Because there are some fantastic players in this team. We've got Monga, who looks like a really good winger. He's fantastic, Jeremy Monga. And we've also got, of course, Rodrigo Mora,
yes,
who is one of the world's best attacking midfielders in the game. Del Pieri is a very good attacking midfielder or right midfielder, so I'm happy with that. And De Leon up front is amazing, Martin De Leon. So really good, really happy with him. And we got Williams Barnett, of course, former Spurs player, who's been in and around. He can play there too. Kobe Mainoo's in there. We've got OK defense outside of that. Delgado is the other centre-back. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm happy. And in terms of how we've started the season, although it doesn't really matter, has done quite well. We drew with Arsenal, my old team, but they've got a good team. Beat Ipswich, beat Middlesbrough, beat Brentford in the Cup. We've got Europa League fixtures come up. We've got to play AC Milan, so it's one of the hardest teams in there. We've already got to play them. Dad, you went to Inter Milan.
Yes.
3 seasons at Barcelona.
Yeah.
You applied for both Manchester United and Inter Milan.
The Milan job came up, so I was straight in there.
Yeah, because that's a brand new country for you. You've already, of course, won the league in England, but you're chasing the FA Cup.
Yeah, I am, yeah.
With Europa League, of course. So if you did go there, you would have had 2 trophies as well to go for. But Inter Milan seems to make sense.
The team that Inter Milan have still got there at this present moment, I think I would have been an idiot to turn it down.
Yeah.
It's worth taking the gamble to go in there with the team that they've actually got now. So, yep. And they give me such a big budget as well. Money. So, yeah.
Because you joined with Paul Kabasi joining the club for £71 million. So that's really good.
Yeah.
Good signing there from you. Adamschuk from Napoli comes in as another centre-back option. Then we've got Kylian Antonio, £32 million from Real Madrid. We got Arrieta again from Real Madrid, £103 million. There's another world-class centre-back right there.
So I've just made the two centre-backs really, really solid with a good reserve centre-back as well. So that's where obviously I thought their weakness was.
Yeah, Venezuelan player. Love that.
Yeah.
25 years of age. And then finally, Victor Middleton on a free transfer has joined the club. That's not you. That's more of an assistant, I think.
Yeah,
but
16 years of age, I wouldn't have got him in, would I?
No. So a few players have left the club that you have got rid of, but let's have a look at how you're lined up and the team that you have got. Because this is a very good team.
Yes.
The best 11 pick, you can see some of the key players already. Jamal Musiala is still here. He is world class still, 34 years of age. Idumbo looks really good. Another world class player.
Yeah.
I know he's 32 and Musiala's 34, but if you're only spending 1 or 2 seasons here, you don't have to worry about it.
Attacking midfielder, really good.
Carestas.
Yes.
Then we've got Palhinha up front. He's fantastic.
Hence why I haven't put any
Very
forward.
good. Yeah, Portuguese player. Tom Bischoff, who's in that centre midfield slot alongside Kenneth Eichhorn. So 28 years of age there. He looks fantastic. Arrieta is the centre-back alongside Paul Kabasi, which he just signed, of course.
Yep.
So that's your two centre-back. Rock was one that was already joining when you signed. He is fantastic.
Done me a big favour getting him in as well, didn't they?
So that was a free transfer from Villarreal as
what
well.
a signing that was.
Great player. And I think really your only weakness is your right back.
Yes, was, yeah.
Mark Pupil, but he's not exactly terrible. And you got Owusu Adoro in goal, who's a good goalkeeper.
Yeah.
So a fantastic team.
I just think I've inherited a really good team. Just added a couple of players to it. So fingers crossed these guys really do it. So, yeah. I'm looking forward to this season in Italy. I haven't had no problems with any foreign players coming in.
Non-EU rule, yeah.
Every player I've signed is able to play. So, yeah. Happy days.
3-0 against Juventus as well.
That's a good result, yes.
Bit of a starting
good
point
start.
there.
Yep.
And a win against Parma.
The Parma game is always one of those funny. They can be a good team or a bad team. It all depends, when you catch them, really. But
evens to win the league. And look how many players you've got in there: Musiala, Carestas, Palhinha, Eichhorn, Arrieta, Rock, your goalkeeper.
Yes.
Yeah, you should be.
I couldn't ask for it better. I've just hoped that sort of I can.
Bale's still there. Look.
I don't want to do anything silly and lose a silly cup game or something like that.
That's the trouble.
Yes.
The cup.
Yeah, it is.
I think you'll easily just wipe the floor of the league.
Yeah.
You got easily the best team. I think it's the cup that you might struggle with.
I usually struggle with one of them tonight. So I'm quite, like you say, I'm quite confident with the league. I feel that I've definitely got one of the best teams in the league, but possibly the best. But it's always that silly little cup games that you lose, really, isn't it? Sort of, you come up against one of the stronger boys and you lose silly games.
I mean, if you do win this and I don't win the Europa League, the pressure that then puts on in terms of competitions and trophies, because then you've only got to win the Europa League, FA Cup,
and one in Germany,
so that's 3 left. I would only have 3 left.
Yeah,
because I've only got to win
one in Germany.
Oh no, I've got 4 left.
Have you?
Because I ain't gone to France yet.
Oh yes,
I ain't gone to France at all. So if you do win both here, you overtake me. Pressure is on now. Let's see what happens this season then.
Come on.
Dad's league campaign in Italy has been a breeze in his first season, and he has been sailing at the top of the league from the beginning, sitting top by a mile and unbeaten, drawing only 2 fixtures as well. Not that it mattered too much, but I was doing the same in the Premier League with Manchester United. More importantly was my form in the Europa League, and by the end of the league phase of the competition, there was certainly a smile on my face. Getting through in the top 8, winning 7 games and drawing 1. Dad found himself in the Coppa Italia semi-final after defeating Lecce in the quarters, and it was a cagey 1-1 draw with Atalanta in the first leg in Bergamo. Meanwhile, I was knocking Real Sociedad out of the Europa League round of 16 7-1 on aggregate, and it's off to Lille next. Dad was still 13 points clear in the league table, so with 18 games left, the title was still in sight. That meant the pressure was off for the second leg of the Coppa Italia, and that's when Dad's Inter blasted Atalanta 7-2 at home on the night to go through to the final. The following match in the league against Lecce was a big win too, as the 3-0 victory crowned Dad champions of Italy, and that's another trophy to add to his glory hunter cabinet. With Lille defeated 4-3 on aggregate in the quarter-finals of the Europa League, it was off to Denmark now to face Nordsjælland, where we defeated them in the first leg 3-0 to give us big hopes of making the final. Like Dad though, we also won our Premier League campaign at a canter, but no extra trophy was added for our cabinet for that. However, also like Dad, we made it to the cup final that we would indeed put a trophy in our cabinet as we defeated Nordsjælland once again. Dad's final was first and he faces my old Napoli side with some recognisable names still in there that could definitely cause him some trouble. One of them being Alberto, who linked up with another Vitor Roque who could cause Dad trouble, and they scored right on the half-hour mark. Dad's side still played well and took the lead on 2 occasions, but it was no good. This game was going to a penalty shootout, and after 4 penalties each was scored, Napoli's 5th was saved by Dad's goalkeeper, meaning the Dumbo just needed to score his, and Inter would be Coppa Italia winners, which is exactly what he did. And in just 1 season, Dad has completed Italy. The Inter Milan job coming up was perfectly timed, and a well-executed season means what's usually his worst country to complete is over in a flash. Over to me then. And on my 3rd direct attempt at the Europa League, I have to defeat Real Betis, who are a tricky team, but one that I should still be defeating, especially given how well our league form has been. We took the lead and even doubled it quite early on into the match, and by the half-hour mark, you'd have thought this one was already all over. But Real Betis came back firing in the second half to make it uneasy for us, and on the hour mark they made it 2-1. And at this point, the game could go either way. Thankfully for us though, we got ourselves going again and bagged the 3rd. But the score eventually finished 4-2 to Manchester United. So finally we got the job done, something we couldn't do at either Arsenal or Wolfsburg. But 3rd time lucky, I am lifting the Europa League and adding that to my glory hunter cabinet. Well, I got the job done, thankfully, because you did win the 2
Yes.
in Italy.
Put the pressure right on you then.
So now we are basically on the same amount of trophies still to win. I've got to do 2 in France, and I've got to do 1 in Germany. You've got the 1 in Germany, the FA Cup, and the Europa League. Which I think is an advantage to me.
Yes.
Because I've only got 2 countries, whereas you've got 2 countries and a European Cup. So I think there's definitely an advantage to me.
I think the European Cup, the Europa League, is the hardest one to win because you've got to find the team that's in that.
Yeah.
And if you don't take over a team at the beginning of the season, you just got to hope that team comes available that's still in it.
That's true.
And being good enough.
Yeah. I walked the floor with this. This was a great Man United team. 15 points clear at the Premier League.
Yeah.
And the season before, they were nowhere near the Premier League. They were down in 6th place. 3rd the season before that. So they have not had the team to do so. And that was the Arsenal team, of course, that I was at previously a couple of seasons ago. They had a very good team. Completely wiped the floor of the league. 90 points. I'm buzzing with that. But it is time to go. But Dad, you will also be leaving Italy.
In one
fell swoop. One season
19
done.
points.
19 points
117 goals. That strike force was phenomenal.
Jeez, the defence too.
Yes.
Only conceded 29 goals.
I just spent like 200 million on the defence, really, didn't it?
Yeah.
So that'd be good.
But it was only just in the Coppa Italia.
Yeah.
And it was down to a penalty shootout, which went down to the final penalty as well, with Dumbo scoring that penalty to lift it. But it doesn't matter how you win it.
That's right.
The fact is that you did
on the
win
cup
it.
would be my name, so that's it.
Yeah.
Well, Inter Milan's name, so yeah, that's it. Job
Off
done.
You go. So, you're looking for 2 countries and the Europa League. I'm looking for 2 countries. What is available? For the FA Cup, you've got Spurs to go back to. They're in 7th place. 7th place is currently not going to be a Europa League spot.
Such a shame, isn't it? Such a shame, but
yet anyway,
it could still be worth jumping in there to get the FA Cup done.
Yeah,
it gives me a good chance for the FA Cup, at least, anyway. Really.
Yeah, there is no Europa League team in there right now. Insecure, hilariously, is Barcelona, the team that you just left.
Yeah,
because they somehow didn't win the league with that team that you built.
That's unbelievable, isn't it?
What were they doing there? Girona won the league
by a point.
Girona. Jesus. So fair play to them.
Man, when you remember, I was trying to buy certain players, and it was always Girona that had the players.
Yeah, they were good.
And they weren't releasing them, were they? So, yeah.
Juve is another one that's insecure. They finished in 16th.
Whoa. That's bad.
16th place, Juventus. I've never seen them finish that low. That's mental.
God.
Only 4 points above relegation. So no Europa League spots.
No.
Unfortunately, by the looks of it. And nowhere for me to go. Because, of course, I'm looking for Germany. I'm looking for France. No French or German teams there at all. Or even insecure.
That's where it could be worth me sort of like just jumping in quickly with Spurs. Have a go at the FA Cup while you're still struggling.
Yeah, while we're still waiting.
Yeah.
Of course, you could go to Manchester United.
I could do. Yeah, I could do.
So that's another one. All right, well, let's add some trophies to our trophy cabinets then, in our Glory Hunter cabinets, while I hope for a big job in France to arrive. With the Europa League added, it's just France and Germany left for me to complete, while Dad evens the trophies to just 3 himself, but possibly the harder of the 3 to complete. So of course, once again, we are both resigning from our clubs, looking for whatever is out there to target our missing trophies. Dad applied for and was offered both the United job as I left and the Spurs job for him, and it was an easy decision. And while I watched him spend over £500 million on new players, I sat there waiting for a job that never came up, as Dad looks forward to the FA Cup. Well, you had the pick of the bunch, both Manchester United and Spurs, and you chose Spurs.
Yes.
I mean, you have made some silly decisions in your life. This is up there.
Well, some of you are going to look at that and think, oh, what a bad decision it is. Spurs are in Europe. Man United are in Europe. Spurs are not in Europe.
Yeah.
To me, they're going to put their priorities in the Champions League and not in the FA Cup.
Yeah, you don't need to win the Premier League either.
No, I only want to win the FA Cup. So, I'm only in the league and the 2 cups, really. I could be out of the...
You're out of the Carabao Cup
I'm
already.
out of the Carabao Cup by Man United, so that sort of like kicked me in the ass. But then that sort of does me a big favour, I feel.
Yeah, less competitions
I've
again.
gone for Spurs. I just couldn't pull myself to put the Man United shirt on. I wanted the Spurs shirt again. So been there before. Still got a few good players there. Still got a good team. I felt still got a good chance for the FA Cup.
You sold quite a few players too.
Yes.
Hendricks left. You sold him
67.
to Inter Milan.
Yeah.
Nioni is also left. Trey Nioni. Matteo Pereira. Few players going out, and you spent £160 million on your Arietta centre-back from Inter Milan.
Yeah.
Bringing him with you.
Yes. Well, he done such a good job at Inter Milan. I thought, right, let's get him in.
Yeah.
We have the best defence in the league, so hopefully he can do it again.
Yeah, he's following you around now, so that's nice. Then we got another £112 million on Walter Andrade from Benfica. We are looking at another striker here, so Hendrick's position.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Hendrick might have just been better just to keep Hendrick, in my opinion.
I'm just looking at he's a young lad as well, so...
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. You're only for one season. Hendrick would have just been better.
He's going to be fitter. He's got 18 finish, which was better than Hendrick, I think.
Slower, though. Uri Alvarez, £40 million. He's a better player than the last one. You only spent £40 million on him from Spain. He's a right winger, though. Very good player. Then we've got Josh Townsend from Mulder for £13 million. So more of just an option there at right wing back. Jose Cedinho. Again, another right back. I'm guessing you were low on right backs because you signed loads of them. But this is a familiar guy because, of course, he used to be my player. Then you signed him at Barcelona. So he was my player at Spurs.
Yeah.
You signed him at Barcelona. Then you signed him again at Spurs.
Yeah.
So he has come back to Spurs for the second time, and both times he's been signed by somebody different. So Obi Aloren Waju has come back to one of us again, the left-footed centre-back. He's one of the best left-footed centre-backs in the game.
I'm just hoping that
very good.
That's made my defence really rock solid, I feel now.
Yeah. And then the final player from Rennes, Zhao, for £83 million. So it's another striker that you're bringing in.
I've got to make the second team really good as well, because if I get any injuries and they want to rest players for cups and all that, this is what happens. So that's what I've tried to do, make 2 really good, strong teams.
Okay.
And that's what I think I've done now.
Yeah, so we've got a 4-3-3, which drops into a 4-1-4-1. Andrade up there. We've got Mikey Moore on the left. Alvarez there on the right, which is good. The midfield is still unbelievable. You've got Tyron Doki in there.
He's only 23 as well.
Who is...
Wow.
He's probably the best player in the world, I would say.
He's got to be quite
He's
close
got to
it,
be,
isn't he?
surely.
Gotta be close to it, isn't he?
I mean, they signed him a few seasons ago from PSV for £75 million. Talk about value for money. I think he must be the best midfielder in the world. Then you got Valentini, who is probably shouting, going, "No, I'm the best midfielder in the world." Because actually, yeah, he's better.
Yeah.
27 years of age. He was there when I was there. £107 million from AC Milan. What a player. What a player he is.
Just look at that. So the defence I've got is really good. Midfield I've got is really good. And going forward is really good.
Yeah. João Neves is still
right
there.
in between them all as well. Look.
Yeah. Dennis Seaman, who you signed for them,
Yeah.
is there. He's still there. So, very good team. How have you started off the season outside of being knocked out of the Carabao Cup? A few good results in the league where we got a loss there to Burnley and a draw to Liverpool. So not so much, maybe.
No, it's not looking.
Beating Fulham, beating Brentford.
But then I'm not worried about the league.
No,
No.
but it's a sign of what you have to come.
When January comes, middle of December, then
That's when you gotta lock
January,
in.
That's when I got to really sort of like be playing well. Then, yep.
All
Hopefully, fingers crossed. FA Cup, come on.
FA Cup for you, just finding a club for me. I'm still waiting to find something. There's nothing available just yet.
Free
Probably
season for
won't
me.
see anything for a while. So let's find out where I end up and how Dad gets on. With the FA Cup not starting until January, the first bit of news was that a job came in December at Lille. Their manager had taken the Real Betis job in Spain and they were doing well, sat in 4th and still in the Coupe de France. They offered me an interview and soon after the job itself as I looked to begin my time in France in the new year. They even had a bit of money and in January I signed a new striker for just £2.3 million and he is an absolute stud of a player. But of course, with January here, Dad's journey in the FA Cup begins too, and he gets through the early rounds. And he was also top of the Premier League with Spurs in a title race with Manchester United. With my second striker, I decided to go very attacking with my system in France, trying to utilise all the decent attacking players that Lille have. And so far, it's helped us defeat Monaco in the league and go through 2 rounds of the Cup as well. So I think it's doing quite well. A big win in the quarterfinals came against Rennes, which I was happy with, as I then followed it with a 3-1 win in the semi-final against Reims. But there's some great news too, because Nantes defeated PSG in the other semi-final, meaning we have a much easier final to play. Dad finally reached the semi-final of the FA Cup thanks to a penalty shootout win over Arsenal, where my former star man Nathan missed the decider. But the semi-final against Brentford was a much easier task and his Spurs side were on hot form and they destroyed them 5-2 at Wembley to take them to the FA Cup final, which meant they were on for the double as they also sailed to the Premier League title too. With Dad's final being played against Everton, he certainly fancied his chances of completing England. And at the exact same time on the same day, I was in for a tougher matchup in my cup final against Nantes. Within 10 minutes, Dad's Spurs was ahead and the momentum for them just didn't stop there. They doubled their lead and continued to dominate the match from the 26th minute, and it was soon all over after that. Dad's side got the job done, winning 6-1, and it's another trophy ticked off. Meanwhile in France, my game plan was in trouble as we received a straight red card in 42 minutes. Somehow we still took it to a penalty shootout with the score being 0-0, but then we also began missing penalties too, something that Nantes players weren't doing as they found the net each time, and our luck was out when Moscardo missed a second penalty for Lille. And unfortunately for us, we couldn't catch up to Dad, who has now gone one more trophy ahead of us in his Glory Hunter cabinet. And as the FA Cup is added, it's just the Bundesliga and Europa League still for him to obtain. Well, it's misery for me in my Lille job. Losing on penalties to Nantes, 0-0 as well in the fixture, and I was only had 10 men. But it's worse when like 2 of your players in the first 3 penalties miss it, and you're like, oh, come on, what are we doing here, boys? And it makes it worse because you've gone on and won the FA Cup. The league, by the way. Absolutely stormed the league, but won the FA Cup 5-2 against Brentford in the final. The midfielders really stepping up. Valentini got a hat-trick and Doku got one as well. So, big result.
Done the business.
Yeah.
Won the league easily as well. So it proves that I was the best team in the league and go on and win the cup as well. Oh, it's just a Brucey bonus. I'm really chuffed now.
Yeah.
I can get away from England now. Ooh, what does that put me now? So I'm after Europa League and the German
Bundesliga.
Oh, so I'm only after 2 now.
Yeah. So you have now overtook me.
God, the pressure's on you now.
Yeah, you have overtook me. I've got to win the 2 in France still, and I've got to win the DFB Pokal.
I mean, you're in France, and you've done well to get to the cup final, I think.
Yeah, the team
really
I've
well.
got is not bad, to be honest.
To get to the cup final in your first season, I'm not sure when you did take over, but it was...
December.
So it wasn't easy to get to where you did.
No. They've got some okay players, and the signing that I made, this guy's phenomenal. He looks absolutely amazing. How much did you pay for that one striker?
160 million, was
112 million pound it was. Yeah. He's nowhere near as good as this guy. Nowhere near as good. 2.3 million. 13 goals in 16 appearances for Lille. And 4 assists. He's amazing.
He's probably put you into the cup final. He's probably just pushed you all the way.
He was unbelievable.
Yeah.
He was unbelievable. We only got him in January, and he played absolutely astounding for us. He was so good. So I'm buzzing to hopefully be able to keep him for another year. Plus, he's only 21.
Yeah.
Keep him for another year. We've got Mastan Tuono there. We've got some decent players there that we can build around. I went balls to the wall with it in terms of the tactic, trying to really go for it. It got us into the cup final. Just couldn't get over the line. How do we not score in the cup final with this, by the way? Crazy. Because our other striker, O'Dane Smith, is quite good too.
Yeah.
So we've got a good strike force. Just can't believe we didn't get it over the line. But there we go. So right now, I don't know what I'm going to do. But Dad, you're leaving.
I've got to leave now.
Yeah, you'll be going from Spurs.
Spurs won't be in the Europa League next season, so they're no good to me.
In terms of clubs available, Liverpool are available, but only in 10th. Wolfsburg in 13th. So, I mean, if you're going for the Bundesliga, Wolfsburg's not really an option there.
Yeah, nothing there for me at the moment.
So, are you going to be sitting back, waiting?
I've got to sit back. I've just got to sit back and wait.
To see who takes Spurs job, see who takes Liverpool job.
That's
Could be
right.
one of those.
Yeah. You just wait for the merry-go-round, as we call it, haven't we?
Yeah.
Someone big's got to come in because Liverpool are a good side. Spurs have just done the double.
Yeah.
So there's got to be 2 good managers coming in, and hopefully it could be one of the big ones from Germany.
Your perfect scenario would be Leipzig.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Europa League football and one of the good teams.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So they got some alright players too. If Leipzig come up, could be game over.
Yep.
Could be game over. Okay, well, let's see what happens. Make sure you subscribe so you do not miss what happens, but we've got another trophy to add to a Glory Hunter cabinet, and it's not my cabinet, it's Dad's.